One.
What I've been wanting since they wreck.
No, I.
Noted, pointed, zoom it, press it.
I'll be my baby.
Duly noted.
Buy it, use it, break it, fix it, trash it, change it, melt, upgrade it. Chart it, point it, zoom it, press it, snap it, work it, quick erase it, write it, cut it, paste it, save it, load
Episode
it, check it, write it.
13.
Is this really 13?
This is episode 13.
How lucky.
13 reasons why you should watch this podcast.
Ooh, that got dark.
I actually have never watched that show.
Me either, actually. Mostly because I think that it's like really hyped, and also the content, I bet, is super depressing. So
Yeah, probably.
I'm not about that make myself sad life.
But let's go into some weird life.
Uh-oh.
So a certain album charted, and I'm going to play you some snippets from it, just to give you an idea
Some
of how
snippets,
some snippets,
if you will.
So this is all around the same area. When I was listening to this at the gym, this came on, and I just stopped in the middle of my set and thought, what the hell's going on here?
What the heck is going on? I was going to reference a thing that I've done before, but that uses a curse word that I shouldn't use. So
Fair enough. So let's listen to this little sample that I have queued up.
Okay, so I understand that there's a grat.
Wait. Do you though? Here, let me play this.
Let's try it again.
Let me play this next.
I don't know if I got it. Hold on.
Let me play this next part.
Okay.
This is the next part.
Hit me with your best shot. It was synced with the big drum until it wasn't.
Wait. Let me play you a little bit more.
Is this like Poop-de Scoop, but with like gats? Oh, he's like trying to sing too. What am I listening to right now? Why did you do this?
Let me play you a little bit more.
Why did you put those in my brain?
Let me play a bit more. Did you get that? Let me play it again. One more time for the people in the back.
Why?
This is the first track off of Kids See Ghosts, which is the Kid Cudi Kanye West collab.
I was gonna say that's the East-West Quantum Leap. I'm kidding. I'm not trying to defame that company.
We made that joke already.
Did I?
But yeah, so we got this. We got this.
Oh, you're like remixing it but making it the same thing. My Alright, well I've had just about enough of that.
That's the first track off that album called Feel the Love, which you hear. Feel the love.
So there's like the what? So what is the point? Like I don't understand.
I have no idea.
So in this track, are there words other than "feel the love"?
Yeah, I could here. Let me go.
Brat
let me like if I go to like the beginning, there's actual stuff. So that's without it. And if we go further on, then the actual lyrics.
Niggas, you bust down a rollie, I bust down a brick, then I flooded niggas.
Okay, so there are
lyrics,
words.
but I clipped out the parts that were just.
So the reason I ask, I think that I have grounds for being concerned about whether or not they included text in a track that has.
You know what?
Like
Scoopity
poop, poop-de scoop.
Let's pull up Genius.com and see what the lyrics are actually.
Oh my gosh.
Notated as.
So I'm wondering if like they actually use the brat, scat, black, and brat rats.
No, they just put Kid Cudi singing "I Can Still Feel the Love."
Okay.
They don't put those.
Oh my gosh. Oh man. Well, if you're in pain.
Nope, I lied.
If you're in pain, I apologize.
I lied. It's there.
Oh, so this is they use the international phonetic spelling, GRRRAT for the rolled tongue. Brr.
And notice that's Kanye West doing those.
Is it actually?
It's Kanye West doing those.
Oh, and so I wonder if he had pitch assistance, because there's this amazing video of Kanye West attempting to cover Bohemian Rhapsody. Have you seen it?
Oh yes, I did.
Oh, it's amazing.
But,
it is breathtaking. It's so bad.
But that's what I've been listening to.
My listening has been different from yours.
No, it's not.
No, it's not. Oh, my Lord in heaven, that's got to stop. No! Crap, it's not funny! So I've been listening to Blue October. My favorite band has been doing a staggered release of the singles, so one a month. So their newest one came out a few days ago. It's called Your Love is Like a Car Crash. And it's a little unusual just because they've been in the rock idiom for a long time, and it's clearly beginning to depart from that, mostly because Justin is producing it by himself. Start to finish, it's all the lead singer, Justin Furstenfeld. So I'm going to switch them inputs, and I'm going to start Your Love is Like a Car Crash.
But can he feel the love?
Oh, no.
I forgot the input switch. I tried to cue it
I
up.
have the power!
And then you're gone. Am I the only one? Your love is like a car crash. Babe, you're moving too fast.
So clearly leaning on other genres. The production is clearly not rock. Like the
No, it's more R&B.
it's kind of well, particularly on the verses. When you let's see, I think I'm on the right spot here. So when we get to a verse.
And cold is your star.
So this is a huge departure from the days of Hate Me and Calling You, those jams. So that's what I've been listening to as far as like dedicated listening that I wanted to talk about, because I think that it's interesting. This album is doing pretty well on some charts, on the alternative charts. It's I Hope You're Happy, the lead single, is like number 15, was just knocked down by Weezer's cover of Toto's Africa. He made a post about it earlier today. It was the darndest thing. So he's like, I'm not even mad. It's a good cover of a good song, and it makes white people lit, so it's good stuff. I mean, he's not wrong. There's this amazing meme that I saw where someone took a piano roll editor in Ableton, I think it was Ableton, and they drew like the world, and the playhead goes across the world, and the original was just music, right?
But when it gets to Africa,
Regardless,
let's move on from Toto's Africa. Let's move on to the news.
I don't want to move on from Toto's Africa.
Moving on to the news. So, how familiar are you with this individual?
My head and I can't get you out of it. If I could do it all again, I know I'd go back to you.
I know this song. Is that
is Selena Gomez.
Yes, Mrs. Gomez of Disney fame.
Oddly enough, that's actually taken from the 13 Reasons Why Season 2 soundtrack, because episode 13.
Oh my gosh, was that intentional, or was that just a happy coincidence?
That's just the most recent thing she's released. So when we talk about artists, I try to get their more up-to-date stuff. But she made her first celebrity appearance in over a month.
Oh, wow.
She met at the Children's Hospital of Orange County Prom.
Oh, my heart.
It was I got the E! News story pulled up. She spent part of her Saturday making a special guest appearance at the Oncology Prom event.
Oh my goodness.
For the Orange County Children's Hospital.
And it was just an appearance, or was there like a performance?
I don't believe she performed. She's just in attendance. And when we link the news story in the description, there's a bunch of pictures via Instagram and Snapchat and YouTube of just her being a good person. And this is actually very poignant, because last year she did have that I believe it was kidney transplant.
That's correct.
Yep.
The kidney problem.
So she's doing very well for that. So it's very appropriate that she made a guest appearance. But other celebrities made appearance as well. Grey's Anatomy's Sarah Drew, James Pickens Jr., Katarina Scorsone, Kevin McKidd, and Jack Black.
Whoa. You put Jack Black at the end. Why'd you do that? He's definitely one of my favorite. He's just the best. I think he's an absolute delight.
So Jack Black, he actually did perform a song at the event.
Oh no.
He performed a song that he co-wrote with Nick Jonas, Jumanji.
My mind is being
I have
blown
that
right
queued
now.
up. Let's give it a quick
I need
listen.
to hear this right now.
I'm here to save the day, whatever comes my way. It's the game I play.
What?
So,
all right, so this version of Jumanji that featured The Rock and Jack Black and Nick Jonas. One of my favorite movies. It's a dark horse because when I went in.
Kevin Hart was in it too.
Yeah. I thought it was going to be like, oh no, a garbage tier reboot after all the garbage tier reboots that we've seen. No, it was actually better than the original, but different.
They took a different track with the plot. It was a bit different how they were incorporated into the actual Jumanji game.
Yeah, but I never heard this song. Can I just get that again?
I'm here to save the day, whatever comes my way. It's the game I play. Jumanji.
That's ripped from the official video for that. That's why we're getting all those sound effects.
Wow.
I'll go ahead and link to that YouTube video as well, just because it's fun to watch.
That's hysterical.
The whole premise, the premise of it is that Jack Black and Nick Jonas are like, dude, we wrote a song for the movie, and they're introducing it to like The Rock and Kevin Hart, and it's just this poorly done like green screen, just got After Effects style kind of stuff.
That's fantastic. Did you just knock After Effects?
I knocked After Effects when it's used improperly.
Which is most times.
But going back to the event, it went very well. The Ryan Seacrest Foundation donated Ryan Seacrest distinction bow ties to the kids.
Oh my gosh, that has got to be the most pretentious gift I've ever heard.
As well as skincare starter kits from the Ryan Seacrest and Dr. Harold Lancer's Polished for Men collection. Yep, and there's an image of that. There's an image of that there.
There's a running bit in BoJack Horseman, for those of you who watch that show. Hi, I'm a Ryan Seacrest type, and I'm here as a host, blah, 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 blah. So now they've added a new mechanic to the Ryan Seacrest type. Man, that is more like audacious than like, I don't know, sending Trump ties, Like, that's ridiculous.
Well, I mean, so apparently the theme for the event was around the world in one night. I don't know how
Worldwide.
Pitbull was not there.
That's a little sad, but Jack Black was. How cool is that?
Jack Black was there. He was. I'm not terribly familiar with Grey's Anatomy, or Kevin McKidd for that matter.
I liked Grey's Anatomy. My mama and I used to watch it when I was a kid. I don't recognize the name of this actress, but I'm certain that I'll know.
Sarah Drew, James Pickens Jr., Katarina
It's
Scorsese.
Gotta be Sarah Drew. I can't remember though.
Regardless, but yeah, so there's a nice feel-good story.
Yeah, that's awesome. That's awesome sauce.
I missed all of the other terrible headlines.
Yeah, and it's kind of refreshing to see stuff like this because I plug into politics pretty hard, and even if you don't plug into politics, you just look at the news. I mean, Vinny of Pantera fame passed away, and that's super sad. He was a young man, 54 years old,
and also there was the XXXTentacion death that happened.
That's right.
It's been
Charles Krauthammer just passed away. One of the saddest things. A few weeks ago, he released a letter that indicated he only had a few weeks to live and just was like, I'm at peace with all of this, but I'm going to go. And that's just, oh my gosh, so sad.
On the happier side of things, Jay-Z and Beyonce released their Everything Is Love album jointly as the Carters.
No, very nice.
So that was good. The 5 Seconds of Summer, Youngblood, #1.
But the Jay-Z thing's got to be doing pretty well in the charts too. I mean, that's a lot of star power. Number two. Ouch.
Got beat up by 5 Seconds of Summer.
Oh, okay.
There were a couple stories released prior to that about who's gonna get it, who's gonna get #1. It's either gonna be the Carters or 5 Seconds of Summer.
I mean, #2 doesn't suck, but it kind of sucks if you're like the Beyonce Jay-Z combo.
That might be because of it's on Tidal. I think for a while exclusively.
Jayonce. What do we call them? What do we call them?
It would be Sean, so it would be Seanette.
Wow.
Regardless, Demi Lovato's a thing.
So earlier this week, I saw this amazing story. Well, first off, Demi Lovato has been in and out of the headlines a lot lately with the prank and her tour, and she came in locally. That was a fun story that I shared before. Mm-hmm. And then there hasn't been a lot of serious tone, poignantly delivered stories. But recently, she went on stage and delivered a performance. She was singing while playing piano, and she's got chops. She's vocally intense. And I noticed at the very beginning of this performance that she already had a very, very thin and...
Well, she blew out her vocal cords.
Well, that was apparent, but that wasn't the reason for it this time. She was singing a song called Sober. And oh my gosh, it's so heartbreaking because she's just so sad the whole time, and she's fighting tears the whole time through the song. And the song, it leans on repetitive dialogue to make the point about how she keeps trying and trying and trying, and she's struggling with the rhythm too because it's slowing down her ability to make the notes happen. And it's not that it's difficult to watch because it's bad, it's difficult to watch because I'm feeling so empathetic toward her.
It's a very emotional song.
Well, and to put yourself out there like that, and to basically admit that you keep messing up in devastating ways is absolutely heartbreaking. It's the way that Demi was delivering it was particularly sad because there she is in front of literally hundreds of thousands of people. The live stream that I tuned into, 6.1 million people were watching her make admissions, maybe character flaws, maybe just apologizing. It was really intense to watch.
But at the end of the day, it's always good to admit your own humanity.
Yeah, I mean, definitely worth doing. There's this amazing thing that happened also. This isn't really music, but it's kind of music. It was MTV. The Generation Award was offered to Chris Pratt, and he did this 9 rules. Kind of like Nick Offerman, who played Ron Swanson in Parks and Rec, gave 10 rules for good living. He gave 9 rules. And one of them was you're not perfect. And if somebody tells you you're perfect just the way you are, you're not. And that's okay. Because that's makes you you. And he got a lot of flack for it because there was a religious element to his speech.
He also did punch that big purple guy, and that caused a lot of ruckus.
He did. He punched Thanos, turned him into Cable.
That's right.
But,
he played Cable.
It's half over. Do you see what I did there?
Yes.
I don't feel so good.
Spoilers, Infinity War. Regardless, it is about that time.
Yeah, I guess it is. But, I mean, there's an interesting balance in just really... like poignant headlines and the feel-good stories that we saw this week.
Yeah.
It's been slow just because in the music news, it's kind of getting overshadowed by all the things happening, politics, and in the nightmares that are coming from all that stuff. So we're going to go into a quick break here, and when we do, we're going to switch the inputs back so that I can turn on the bumper. It is my fault.
And we're back.
We're back. We were actually here the whole time. Covertly, we were ninjas. You didn't see us because you couldn't.
That could be like a ninja in the snow, maybe.
Our skills were too good.
Regardless, it's time to talk about things that are happening, like tours. Tours! We have 2 tours starting. We have Eminem's Revival Tour.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Starting on the 30th. Exclusively European tour.
That's backwards. I thought he wanted to make money.
And we have the Celine Dion Live 2018 tour.
Please tell me there will be a Deadpool appearance.
The 26th. And those are the 2 that are starting. But we have 4 that are ending. We have the Anita's Downtown tour. And
where is that ending?
On the 28th, it's ending in London.
Ah. Very nice.
We have Super Junior's Super Show 7 tour ending on the 30th.
So the Super Show, isn't that Aquabats?
Super Show 7.
Ah, I stand corrected.
Leah Michelle and Darren Chris's LMDC tour ends on July 1st, as does Elton John's Wonderful Crazy Night tour, his penultimate tour.
Oh, that means second to last.
He only has 1 more. And with being done with the tours, it's time for the Super Album Rundown.
We've got it.
Again, he is allowed to play his yellow card on any one of these albums, and we will discuss it for the vinyl verdict if it is played.
And unlike some of the refs of this World Cup, I will actually play it if it is merited.
As always, this is going to be the artist the album, and then the song. This is going to be for the week of June 29th. Let's get started. First up, Alex Zhang Hung Tai of Dirty Beaches, his album Divine Weight, the song Pierrot. And you know, it'd be nice if I turned the channels on.
Surprise.
Boop, boop, boop.
We just got a small
Take
technical
two.
issue.
Bullet for My Valentine, Gravity, I Don't Need You. Charles Lloyd and the Marvels, along with Lucinda Williams. Vanished Gardens, We've Come Too Far to Turn Around.
That was good.
Drake, Scorpion, I'm Upset.
Get in, loser. We're going crying.
Bad like I'm possessed. I go out on tour and I say I'm drinking less. End up getting loose and getting pictures from my ex.
And now we're here.
The Essex Green, Hardly Electronic, Sloan Ranger. Everybody was surfing USA. Florence and the Machine, High as Hope, Sky Full of Song.
Down, I'm so tired now. Aim your arrow at the sky.
That's nice.
Take
Gorillaz, The Now Now, Humility.
I like the sound.
Hannah Vu, How Many Times Have You Driven By, Crying on the Subway?
That's a really cool sound.
Henrik Apple, Burning Bodies, Hotel Room.
Incidental punishment after the play.
The Interrupters, Fight the Good Fight, She's Kerosene.
I love ska.
J Jail, No Trail, and Other Unholy Parts, Ode to Betsy. Jim James of My Morning Jacket, Uniform Distortion, Just a Fool.
My Morning Jacket?
Just a fool.
No, I'm going to call a timeout as referee. My Morning Jacket was featured on American Dad, one of the greatest episodes ever. You need to check out the My Morning Jacket episode. Also, that sounds really good. Let's keep going.
John Coltrane, Both
Who?
Directions at Once,
I'm
the
kidding.
Lost
Please don't get
Album,
mad.
Untitled Original 11-383. And
We didn't hear Coltrane, but those voicings were awesome. That left-hand work was great.
In the home stretch, Let's Eat Grandma, I'm All Ears, Hot Pink.
Hey, is it mine? Is it? Is it mine? Hey, is it mine? Is it? Is it mine?
The Milk Carton Kids, All the Things That I Did and All the Things That I Didn't Do, One More for the Road.
It kind of sounds like an Apple Loops project.
Ray Davies, Our Country, Americana Part 2, Our Country. The Rock-a-Teens, Sixth House, Go Tell Everybody.
It's a floppy telly-tone, but I like it.
The Rubens, Lo La Rue, Never Ever.
That's just what you do when you love somebody. Love someone. I could try to make it better, but that's just how.
I'd buy that for $1.
Them Are Us Two, Amends, Gray Water. Last, Tropics, Nocturnal Souls, Never Letting Go.
No, I'm not going to play it.
And that's the Super Album Rundown.
That's the Super Album Rundown. We did it. Congratulations. Now, this is a pretty good album release, like cornucopia, if you will, a smorgasbord of new music. That's really awesome. I'm super stoked to hear this Coltrane thing, man. I'm really jazzed about
It will
that.
probably chart in the jazz
Oh, I
charts.
guarantee it.
Regardless, it's now time the Vinyl Verdict.
Final verdict.
Now, we had a feel-good story opening up the news segment, so let's
Sure
go
did.
whole ham on it. Involving a musical artist, come up with the best feel-good music-related headline that you can make everyone vomit puppies and rainbows with.
I've got it. A feel-good news story.
Go for it.
That will make you vomit puppies and rainbow. 6ix9ine quits music. Done.
The
I won.
retirement of Tekashi 6ix9ine.
How could you possibly top that? I got him.
Ariana Grande and Taylor Swift to headline the Puppy Bowl.
The Puppy Bowl? What's the Puppy Bowl?
So during the always like during the Super Bowl or around that time, they have the Puppy Bowl, which is they release a bunch of puppies onto a play like football field, a really small one, and they have a ball there, and you just watch puppies for like 2 hours.
That's neat, but I'm a cat person, so I'm still.
All right then. All right then. Fine. Who's adorable?
6ix9ine quits music.
Who's adorable?
Crap. The most feel good ever.
The most feel good ever.
Do you follow those dance shows? There's
So You Think You Can Dance or America's Got Talent?
Yeah, like a World of Dance. There's this competitor on there. Her name's Eva. Probably the most adorable creature. She's just adorable. Just a little cute person. You could like throw that in the mix somewhere. She does the music thing.
Adorable 7-year-old girl performs You Are My Sunshine in front of 500 kittens.
And Simon says something nice about it. He hits the golden buzzer. Pow, done.
From
That's
America's
it.
Got Talent.
That's it. Dunyan rings. That's it.
Golden
We've done
buzzer
it.
on 7-year-old singing You Are My Sunshine to 500 kittens.
That's the winner.
That's
and
the winner.
also, it works out pretty well because we got to give a little bit of time for our indie plug today.
That's true.
We've got some pretty cool stuff coming at you.
Yep.
We'll have an adorable thing happening on screen. So we're going to come at you now again with the indie plug. The vinyl verdict winner this time was the Dave submission.
Of a 7-year-old singing You Are My Sunshine to 500 kittens, and Simon hits the gold buzzer.
And said something nice.
And
I mean, you can hit
nice.
a gold buzzer, but not say something. I'm just saying.
Regardless, indie plug.
So we got some pretty cool stuff coming at you today.
Yep. Today we have King Ra.
King
Ra.
Rat.
He is a Detroit artist, 22 years old.
Detroit.
Currently attending the Art Institute of Michigan.
That's a familiar place.
And also serving active duty with the Air Force.
Wait, active duty with the Air Force?
Currently enlisted.
That's super dope. My papa was in the Air Force. So shout out to the featured artist, Tori. And thank you for your service.
AKA
That's super dope.
King Ra. Tori.
King Ra.
King Ra. Spelled R-E-H, FYI.
If you're Googling, which I expect you to, it's not like the Winged Dragon of Ra.
We got
That's
his
Yu-Gi-Oh.
song Imperfect queued up from his EP Quiet Hours. We will obviously provide all links in the description, but let's go ahead and give it a listen.
Okay.
I always felt like
I dig this intro.
Me too. That bass is right out in front.
They like, damn, he got a problem. When they front him, they can't stop him. Boy, we straight up off the bottom. Like my green stacked up in columns. Spit some shit that you can't follow. Continue down in all the bottles.
This is dope.
Don't let me waste the night.
There it is.
Tweaking his zone and got your girl up on my phone and she
I like this more older style of hip hop. I like the more like
that heavily gated, really small sounding snare drum. Just
he tends to go for a more down to earth vibe. His words. He very much relates himself to J. Cole, Kendrick Lamar, and Mac Miller.
Okay.
That's a good group of people to relate to.
Definitely hear the influence. Alrighty then. Today, Spinning the Dials radio style, we have Katie Puga also directing. Katie Puga. And sitting behind the camera, the glorious man himself, Peter Putman. The lyrical legend behind the lens.
And until next time, duly noted.
The powerless too often become prejudiced and predictably power hungry. Prepared to prevent, prevail, and pre-eliminate any possibility of perfection. Not realizing that we as humans are perfectly imperfect.